Hello everyone and welcome back to the game room. This is Michael, and today I'd like to showcase for you a game that's particularly close to my heart. Now, when I first bought the PS4, I'm sure you all remember we were seeing this early footage of this incredible game that we're playing. The game in question is Bloodborne, and it's developed by From Software, the same people that did the Dark Souls games. So for those of you that have never played Bloodborne, it's a tough game, but it's not frustratingly tough and purposely done so in order to frustrate gamers. It's tough but fair. So I think the best way to describe the type of gameplay you get for Bloodborne, and even the Souls games, but in particular Bloodborne, you're given a set of tools at your disposal, and it's up to you to use them effectively. Now, the story, I'll try not to spoil too much of it for you, but I think, to cut it short, it's the night of the hunt, and you're a hunter. As to the why, the when, and the how, I'll leave that up to you. Now, if you're one of those players that loves getting immersed in a game's story and a game's world, this one is going to really take you on an unforgettable journey. Now, I could go on and on about the history and the lore of this incredible game world. It goes so deep. It's just unbelievable. Every paving stone, every building that you come across, every statue, all these things have a meaning. And the statues, they are rather spooky, aren't they? They are rather disturbing to look at, but at the same time they're very interesting, and it makes you want to know, why is that person's face shrouded? And it all gets revealed, honestly, but the way that it becomes let's say unveiled to you is that you have to just keep your eyes open and you have to listen. You've got to listen to what other people say. Now, the Yharnamites, because this is set in the city of Yharnam, the Yharnamites are all behind closed doors. They're hiding in their homes, and obviously they're not going to go out for a stroll during the night of the hunt, but they are here to help you.
Yes, I see.
Most of them.
But the Great Bridge is the only way to the Cathedral Ward. And during the hunt, the bridge is closed. You could try the aqueduct. There's a rather, how shall I put it?
I tell you what, it's absolutely fantastic. If you don't mind, a challenging game, you'll welcome the difficulty of the Souls games, because, like I said, they're not insurmountable. All you got to do is approach them correctly. Now, as you saw there, much like in the Dark Souls games, I know I keep making those comparisons, but those of you that have played both games, you know where I'm coming from. Usually in the Souls games, you have like a little parrying shield, which you can use to parry incoming attacks. There aren't any shields in Bloodborne. Well, none that are useful anyway. You come across a couple, but they're useless. They might as well not be there because they are worth absolutely zero. But your pistol is your parrying tool. So it's a parrying pistol. When a monster attacks you, if you time it right and shoot, you'll send him into a stagger. And there you have it. Bloodborne is all about shortcuts, the same as all of the other, as it's affectionately known to fans, Soulsborne titles. Yeah, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Soulsborne. You get the picture. Anyway, it's all about unlocking shortcuts. If you die to a boss repeatedly, or to an enemy or a group of enemies, the last thing you want to do is keep taking the scenic route to go back to where you, let's say, lost all of your blood echoes. Those are the equivalents of souls. Top right hand corner of the screen, you'll see a very vast quantity of blood echoes. Now, I've been playing this game since it was first released, some 6 or 7 years, so I'm very powered up. I've got maximum stats, which is why I'm being a little bit more reckless with my combat, and also because I'm used to it. But when you first start the game afresh, then you'll have a rather minuscule health bar and a stamina bar, so you're going to have to tread very carefully and be careful what you do. But believe me, the rewards are abundant. The more you power yourself up, the more, well, strong you'll become, of course. You'll be able to kill enemies with less hits. And then it'll just go uphill from there. Or downhill, as the case may be. Whichever works for you. Now, the city of Yharnam itself is incredibly detailed. It's a fantastic looking city. And you know what? When you reach any vantage point, any of the dark alleys, the streets, the spires, the clock towers and the churches, any building you can see, you can go to. It's just amazing. The way to compare Yharnam, I think, to a real-life city, this is my personal view of it. If you take London, Prague and Oxford and throw them into a mixing bowl, you get Yharnam. It's absolutely brilliant. And an example of, like, people in closed doors. There you go.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hadn't have got off your asses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what you be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
Now, that's a little mystery I'm going to leave up to you to discover yourselves. If you choose to play this game, you're going to be in for a treat. Now, I could go on and on about how fantastic it is, but you know what I mean? It's just going to spoil it for you. But all I wanted to do, I know I'm running around aimlessly, but I'm just showing you the graphical beauty of this game. Now, I'm running it on my PS4 Pro. If you try running this on your PS5, which I have tried, it's not going to run properly because it's not been optimized. I'm hoping, really hoping, that From Software do an optimized version of this so it runs at 60 frames a second in 4K on the PS5, because it will be incredible. And of course, let's not forget the messages that people leave you, just like in the Souls games. Here, people leave notes and they can help you out. This lady here.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
This is Eileen. She's one of the many hunters like yourself that roam the streets. And if you follow her quest line, she'll be a rather useful ally. If you don't do it properly, she'll either just vanish because she'll go somewhere else and you know, you just won't see her again, or she'll turn hostile, and that's what you don't want, because Eileen's quite a formidable opponent. And then we're going to visit the underbelly of the city. Look at that. You can go down as low as you want. And then you'll meet some fantastical creatures. Believe me, it's fun to meet them when you're playing a game. But I wouldn't want to come across giant rats in real life. I mean, bloody hell. So, my verdict. Easily a 10 out of 10 job. The graphics are superb. The story is amazing. The depth of the story and how far you want to go to find out things. And believe me, they will be revealed to you if you put the effort in. It's definitely a 10 out of 10 job. Not even a 9 out of 10. This is 10 out of 10. I'd say get immersed. It's the best game you'll play in a long time. Oh, and I'll give you a little hint. One of the bosses that you fight, when I first played this game, of course, Bloodborne doesn't hold your hand like the Souls games, and I had to do so many attempts to fight this boss because I was a little bit underpowered and he was very difficult, and I didn't have a guide at the time. I eventually bought one, but there's a certain item that you're supposed to obtain from a certain someone. You'll find her at the top of this tall ladder, and once she gives you that item, this particular boss fight becomes considerably easier. That's just one of the many secrets that you'll find, and it just gets better and better from then on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little showcase, and if you want to see any more, if you want me to do a walkthrough, for example, or anything, or just have a chat and comment about things and tell me what you like about this game, by all means, leave it in the comment section. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to hit the notification bell every time I put something up, you'll know about it. Okay, ciao ciao.